Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. So basically, what up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Back with my segment Ego Weight Watchers, aka Ill, where I give you a look into the fighter's lifestyle, before, after, progress pics, especially if they got a fight coming up. And a fight that's coming up I'm looking forward to, May 27th. Kell Brook, basically, chocolate brownie, hit him with the right chocolate brownie, right? Versus The Truth, man down, Errol Spence Jr. Great fight on Showtime in the UK, Bramall Lane in Sheffield, where Kell Brook is from, and he is the IBF champion at welterweight. He did jump up to fight GENNADY Golovkin. Things didn't go his way. He took an L, exposed some vulnerabilities. He was landing some nasty uppercuts on Golovkin, but ultimately the size and power of Golovkin and the technique was too much for him. Now we have this fight. Now, in true Ego Weight Watchers fashion, I gotta talk about this. Kell Brook just posted his picture and he says he's feeling ferocious, and damn, he's in shape. Pause. He looks ready. I did another Ego Weight Watcher video about Kell Brook, and he did an official weigh-in with like a British board of control doctor or somebody, and he was about 153 pounds. So basically, basically, see, I keep saying basically when I'm doing Kell Brook videos. He was about 6 pounds away from the contractor weight of 147. This is going to be a good fight. You see the picture on the screen. You see it in the thumbnail. Kell Brook looks like he made the transition down from whatever 160, I don't know what he weighed on fight night, but the contractor weight was 160 from middleweight back down to 147, and he looks in great shape. He's really taking this serious, and I know some people on the UK side of things, and from what I heard, it's Operation Lockdown. It was very strategic, and the Brook camp, unless it was like Sky Sports, they weren't really doing interviews or opening up their gym. It was just almost on some top secret stuff, and this is why. I mean, he was getting down to his weight, little distractions, didn't want any interferences, or probably even to catch Errol Spence by surprise. Like, you know what I mean? People always wondered how he would come back down from middleweight to this particular division, and now weeks before the fight, he's showing off or showing this picture, and he looks ready, man. He looks ready to go. This is a good fight, man. This fight, I'm even more stoked, because anytime I see the fighter doing what I feel they're supposed to be doing in training camp, that, I don't know, that just makes it better for me. Because Errol Spence, I seen him recently, and he was in shape. Now, aside from the weight, I will say this. Another thing that can be challenging is packing on that extra weight. And even though he looks in shape, he's going in there with a devastating body puncher. You know what I mean? I call him this generation's Mike McCallum. He's a body snatcher, right? And he bulked up and was kind of just wasn't on a restrictive diet when he was fighting GENNADY Golovkin. So now that he's coming crashing down, even though he looks to be in shape, the ultimate truth or lie detector test would be those body shots, right? And I don't know, because like I said, something like Chavez Jr., he looked like he was in good shape, best shape, but he couldn't get nothing off. He looked terrible in there, did nothing, offered little to no resistance for Canelo, who we all knew Canelo had the better skill set, but there was nothing. His punches looked flat, his performance was flat, he couldn't get off the blocks. It just wasn't good at all. So I'm curious. It still has me curious. Even though he looks like he's in great shape, how is he looking, or how he's looking, is that going to translate into success when it comes to stepping inside of that ring? Because Errol Spence, he hasn't fluctuated his weight like that. He hasn't taken a whole lot of punishment because he hasn't really had the resume and the experience, not experienced totally in its totality. He's an Olympian, of course he has experience, but I'm talking about with pro names. He hasn't really fought anybody like of the caliber of a Kell Brook, where he's just been in a super war, you know what I mean, like Joshua Klitschko. I haven't seen it, at least. I seen that fight Lartney or whatever where he got clipped, but that wasn't a war. You know what I mean? Anyone could get hurt. So I'm looking forward to this. UK boxing, British boxing on fire. Kell Brook said he was inspired by Anthony Joshua. He says, and I quote, "It's inspiring what AJ Anthony Joshua has done. I saw him before the Olympics and he was a nobody back then. People were walking past him. I told him Eddie Hearn was the best promoter to be with and to carry on doing what he was doing, and Eddie would give him the platform to make a name for himself. He was an amateur back then, but I could see a twinkle in his eyes, and he looked great." So he knew it's good to see fighters from the ground up. You know what I mean? He's seen Anthony Joshua. People were walking past him, didn't even know who he is, and to see him, 90,000 people at Wembley. That's how Kell Brook would say. He wouldn't say Wembley. He would be like, "So I seen Anthony Joshua. I seen him at Wembley." It's a good fight, man. I'm looking forward to it. Showtime yet again is doing it. Now, another thing is the winner, if it's Kell Brook, let's say he wins, Amir Khan says now the time might be right to fight Kell Brook. He says, "I used to beat Kell Brook up with one hand tied behind my back." I don't know if he's being facetious. I don't see why he would have one hand tied, but he was saying that he used to get the best of sparring. I'm looking forward to it. Kell Brook says Errol Spence made a big mistake. He looks in great shape. Let me know what you guys think. Ego Weight Watchers, aka EW. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.